Please welcome the new monarch, James I.
Thank you. Coming to England is so great. It was such a needed change of scenery. I promise that when I am your ruler, I will perform my duty to the best of my ability. And really like to...
During his rule, James I displayed a tendency to show favoritism to some of his courtiers, one of which, the first Duke of Buckingham, informally known as George Villiers, was rumored to be his homosexual lover. The Duke was privileged enough to control royal patronage as well as sell peerages and titles to high bidders, which angered the nobility. There have always been court favorites, but seldom was there one who held so much authority. This generally caused citizens to view the monarchy as corrupt, as they perceived the king to be unfair. In addition, the court was seen as a center of scandal.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Hello.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Oh my gosh, hello, George. The craziest thing happened the other day. I'll tell you all about it some other time, though. In the meantime, enjoy yourself, alright? Just make good use of it all.
Such actions did not go unnoticed by the public. One man even wrote a book regarding James I's actions towards his favorites. He says, "The king's kissing them after so lascivious a mode in public, and upon the theatre, as it were, of the world, prompted many to imagine some things done in the retiring house that exceed my expressions, no less than they do my experience."
James I is also well known for the religious issues that were prominent during his rule. They initially began as the result of the 1603 Millenary Petition, which listed the many grievances of the church at the time. The document demanded for more preachers and religious services. James tried to avoid these issues, but as tensions rose, he finally created the Hampton Court Conference. Many of the church attended, but King James created new hostilities when he ignored their demands and further highlighted the difference between the state and Puritans. This created new enemies for James. I am so glad this conference is finally taking place. It's about time that our ruler addresses our problems.
I know, right? At least everything will be fixed soon.
No! See, I'm here to tell y'all that everything here is gonna go the way I want it, and y'all don't matter. Alright? Alright, okay, thank you. Security? Yeah, excuse me, we got 2 criminals here.
This attitude can be supported by a self-proclaimed divine right to the throne. His beliefs can be reflected in his own works. He writes, "Kings are justly called gods, for that they exercise a manner or resemblance of divine power upon earth. First, that you do not meddle with the main points of government. That is my craft. To meddle with that were to lessen me. I must not be taught my office." Guess who wasn't popular in school?
We've seen what made the people unhappy, but it's time to reveal what James did that really grinded their gears. Europe was nearing the time of the 30 Years' War. During this time, James developed sympathy for a Spanish ambassador, Diego Sarmiento de Acuna. However, such sympathies was seen as an open disregard to Britain's public opinion. This further created a negative attitude toward the English monarchy.
Why, hello there, good sir.
Hello, senor. It's a pleasure.
Yes, you were saying.
Even before this, James had concluded a peace with Spain. Many of his subjects saw this peace to signify a pro-Catholic sentiment. Furthermore, James's step into the war drove Great Britain into further debt. This destabilization became most apparent following the end of James's reign.
My good people, my time is nearing its end, but I leave you with...
With what, sir? With what?
mountains of debt
The issues surrounding the reign of James I led to an unpopular English monarchy. His unwise choices led to difficulties for future monarchs. England began drowning in debt, and James's successor, Charles I, rose to power over an unhappy England. Future conflicts between Charles and Parliament centered around these financial issues. Furthermore, James inspired Charles with his own beliefs of the divine right of kings, undermining Charles's willingness to cooperate with Parliament. The country suffered for many future years, and the social unrest eventually led to the English Civil War. The English Civil War ultimately resulted in the establishment of a constitutional monarchy that limited the power of the monarchs. This system has persisted up till the very present day.